It's 5:30. This is WKYT This Morning. An overnight chase ends with one person in custody and a Lexington police officer at the hospital.
Also on WKYT, a container of explosive devices was discovered in Harlan County. Why police believe it is related to an earlier case. That story just ahead.
And a text message has become the latest twist in the political battle between Governor Matt Bevin and Attorney General Andy Beshear.
This is WKYT This Morning.
As if they needed something else to get into it over.
Yeah, they got that feud going pretty good now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into WKYT This Morning. We're glad you're along. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Thursday, September 29th, and Micah is really not mincing any words about the forecast. It's ugly outside.
Yeah, it's going to be a little rainy here.
That's the way it's going to be yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's what we're going to be seeing showers out and about. Even on Saturday, parts of your Saturday, for some of us, not all of us, is that system ejects northbound. So yeah, like Andrew was talking about, it's just not going to be the best looking forecast. We have a small chance out there. It's mainly for the mountainous regions of eastern Kentucky as those kids are heading out to the bus stop. It's going to be mainly dry. Most of us stay dry, maybe a little mist here and there. And not only that, but some fog we got to be watching out for. So bus drivers, heads up for that as you're walking out the door. Now, as we get into your afternoon, still looking at that chance of rain. Like I said, it's not as good as a chance as yesterday, but it's still there. Now, how long do we hold on to this rain? I'm going to show you when it moves on out, coming up in a few minutes.
All right, let's get to the news here on WKYT. A Lexington police officer is at UK Hospital this morning, and we're told that he was injured during an overnight chase.
Police say it started with a call about a fight outside a home on Elm Tree Lane between East 5th and 6th Street. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live at UK Hospital to explain more. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. Lexington police are still looking for a suspect involved in the foot pursuit that left one officer injured and at UK Hospital. Now, that officer is recovering at UK, and here's what police say happened. Officers responded to a disorderly conduct call around 2 this morning on Elm Tree Lane. When they arrived, they saw several people arguing in the front yard of the home. Police say 2 of the suspects took off running. One of the suspects was tased and taken into custody. The other suspect jumped over a fence and managed to get away. A person on scene says they saw a gun on that suspect. A canine team was called out to search for the gun, but nothing was found. During the chase, one of the officers fell and injured his arm. That officer was taken here to UK Hospital for treatment. Now, the suspect in custody is being charged with disorderly conduct, fleeing the scene, and public intoxication. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thank you very much. More explosive devices have been found in Harlan County.
And now we're hearing from police about that discovery. There's some more information coming in. Our Michelle Chamberlain at our alert desk with the details. Michelle?
Yeah, police say someone found a cooler filled with potentially explosive ingredients and a bucket containing 2 IEDs just outside of downtown Harlan. Now, investigators believe the devices were sent by Mark Suaf, who was arrested earlier this year for allegedly rigging trail cameras with bombs. Last month, Suaf was shot and killed by a Lexington fire investigator. Police say Suaf tried to escape when they brought him to Harlan County to look for more explosives. Now, police say the items found yesterday were near the home where Suaf used to live.
One of the IEDs was very large. I mean, it definitely could have killed somebody.
It's sort of twofold. I mean, I am relieved that we found it before someone else did, but also I'm still concerned and worried that there's more.
Now, Thomas said the best thing people in Harlan County can do is call police anytime they see something suspicious. Andrea, Bill?
Time now is 5:34 on your Thursday. Topping your national headlines, authorities in South Carolina are trying to figure out what led to a tragic school shooting in a rural town.
And the answers are hard to come by this morning. The gunman, a teenager, first shot and killed his own father before going to an elementary school 100 miles northeast of Atlanta, where he shot a teacher and 2 students. The juvenile is now in police custody. Hannah Daniels has the story.
Townville Elementary remains closed today and for the rest of the week as investigators try to figure out what led a teenager to open fire on school grounds Wednesday.
Did he have issues at school? Did he have issues at home? We don't know, but we're certainly going to run the gamut of everything.
Authorities say the 14-year-old suspect drove to the school, got out of his car, and started shooting at people on the playground with a handgun. Frantic parents were sent an emergency text and rushed to the scene.
The school basically filled up with police officers
EMS. Basically, we were told at that point it was on lockdown. We saw helicopters coming in.
A female teacher and two 6-year-old boys, including Jacob Hall, were wounded. Jamie Brock, an unarmed volunteer firefighter, was one of the first on the scene. He tackled the teen and held him down until police arrived.
I don't think there's anyone amongst us that doesn't believe that firefighter Brock is absolutely a hero to us and the whole community.
Before the shooting, officials say the teen shot and killed his father, Jeffrey Osborne, inside his home just 3 miles from the school. The teen then called his grandparents, who discovered the body.
They couldn't understand why he was crying on the phone, and they couldn't make sense of it.
Officials at the school are offering grief counseling to teachers and students. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
Jacob Hall, one of the injured students, remains in critical condition this morning. The other student who was hurt and the injured teacher were treated at a hospital and released. But it's certainly a disturbing situation.
Sad story. Well, a stretch of New Circle Road is back open this morning after a serious crash. It happened just before 3 near Georgetown Street.
A car ran off of the road, took out a sign, and then slammed into a large metal utility pole. Firefighters had to use the jaws of life to get the driver out. He was then rushed to UK Hospital with significant injuries. One of 2 dogs that were in the car with him was killed in the crash. Well, a text message has become the latest twist in the political feud that's been ongoing between Republican Matt Bevin and Democratic Attorney General Andy Beshear. Beshear says the governor sent him a text message Tuesday. It reads, "I would strongly suggest you get your house in order. Your office is becoming an increasing embarrassment to the Commonwealth."
After Beshear made that text public during a news conference yesterday, the governor's office responded, saying Beshear manipulated the text to mislead reporters. In a statement, Bevin's press secretary said, quote, "The governor was correct. The deceitful behavior of the AG and a number of his staff are an increasing embarrassment to Kentucky. We all deserve better," end quote.
The Attorney General also discussed a judge's ruling that permanently blocks Governor Bevin's order to abolish the University of Louisville board. Beshear sued the governor, saying he overstepped his authority when he issued an executive order removing the board. It's now the second legal victory for Beshear against Bevin in a week. Bevin is expected to appeal the ruling to the state Supreme Court.
Sticking to politics, it came down to the wire, but the federal government won't shut down this weekend after all. Congress voted late last night on a funding bill that will keep the government operating through December 9th. The bill also contains funding to help experts fight the Zika virus. The spending measure was the last major to-do item for Congress before the election. President Barack Obama is dealing with the first veto override of his presidency. Democrats joined with Republicans in voting overwhelmingly to allow families of September 11th victims to sue Saudi Arabia in U.S. courts for its alleged backing of the attackers. The president vetoed the bill, citing Saudi Arabia as a key ally. He also said the law could potentially allow American diplomats, officials, and service members to be sued in foreign courts.
Back in Kentucky, a trial could be delayed for a Mason County woman who's accused of promoting the Islamic State and calling for terror attacks in the United States. 55-year-old Marie Castelli's trial is scheduled for November. But in new court filings, both the defense and prosecutors have asked the judge for more time. Federal investigators say they're trying to go through Castelli's hard drive containing over 3 terabytes of data, which is very large. The judge has not yet decided on the request. A Western Kentucky police officer has been arrested as part of an investigation into what police are calling a prostitution ring.
Oak Grove Police Sergeant Benjamin Walden faces multiple charges, including rape, sodomy, and permitting prostitution. Investigators say 3 women were held against their will and forced to have sex with several men. Police say 2 others were also arrested during the investigation. State officials are helping families in a Montgomery County neighborhood temporarily move while crews continue removing dirt contaminated with arsenic. Crews have been removing dirt on Long Lane for about the last month. They think it will take another 90 days to finish the work there. The state has offered families an upfront reimbursement for housing, along with other payments to cover expenses while they're away from their homes. Officials say an off-duty deputy will patrol the area during night hours and on weekends and look over the homes while families are away.
Visitation is today for a Kentucky State Trooper who was killed in an accident. Investigators say 24-year-old Trooper Mason Flynn died Monday after falling through a barn roof and hitting his head. He was off duty at the time. Flynn was a 2-year veteran of the Kentucky State Police. His visitation is today at 4 o'clock at the Center for Rural Development in Somerset. His funeral will be there tomorrow morning at 11. Flynn's family is asking that donations be made to the Shop with a Trooper program at KSP Post 11. That's in London.
Well, a pioneer from WKYT's early days of broadcasting received a special honor on Capitol Hill.
Well deserved. Congressman Andy Barr recognized decorated World War II veteran and former WKYT weatherman Frank Faulkner. He is now 93 years old, and over the years, Faulkner earned the nickname Fearless Frank. And what a voice. I will tell you.
I love it.
that Frank always had. And we still have his picture on our set.
I've seen
is
it.
Really
it
cool.
is, yep.
And, you know, it says a lot when I can say I grew up watching Frank.
Oh, gosh. I knew you were going to say that.
So congratulations, Frank. Our time is 5:41 on WKYT, and let's check live drive traffic and see what is going on this morning. Here's a look at the region, and it is clear, and you're good to go throughout the area. We have no reports of any major problems or delays at the moment.
And here's a look at the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam. We are looking at Main and Broadway this morning. The road's very clear, but we do want to remind everybody there is a considerable amount of fog on the roads this morning, so keep that in mind as you head into work.
Patchy, you get into it, you're into some reduced visibility very quickly. In southern Fayette County, it was an issue this morning, so everybody be cautious out there. Just be ready for that and slow up when you hit it. A lot more news coming up on WKYT here on your Thursday morning. Hope you'll stay right there with us.
Still to come, two neighbors can now call each other living sisters. We'll have that story coming up after Micah's forecast.
We have the rain still right around us in much cooler conditions today, tomorrow, and off towards your weekend. When does the rain move on out? Is it just in time for those weekend events? I'll have that coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We still have a little rain left over down towards southeastern Kentucky, and we are basically with that upper level low right over us. And what that means for us is still look for gloomy skies, still look for those rain chances today. Now, you'll see on our 7-day forecast, we have 60% today and tomorrow. But you got to remember, percentages does not mean how much rain you get. Percentages means just the coverage area that we're going to be seeing. So many of us actually at least get some sprinkles, at least get a passing light shower. But you're not going to get a lot of rain out today. So don't expect a lot of rain. Down toward the southeast, that's where we're holding on to a few showers. Pikeville, you are still in that pattern or in that trend, that trajectory with these showers that, yeah, you still got another, I would say, Jenkins and also Pikeville, I would say you got another 2 hours or so, 1 to 2 hours. So it's just going to take some time to get that moving off toward the east. But here's the flow around this. Obvious flow with that upper level low right around us. It's counterclockwise, and that's just going to continue. What's going to happen is throw in some showers in back from the west and northwest. And because of the showers yesterday, look what we're dealing with this morning. It's patchy, but it's there. Some morning fog, heads up for that. That's exit 133. That's a Sharkey and also Farmers exit. 801 corridor running over that overpass right there of I-64. So it looks pretty foggy in some locations. Other locations, not all that bad. And it's kind of chilly. We're there in the upper 40s, lower 50s. So let's go through the day. Here's noontime, still a few showers. You see a few showers spark up. Obviously, it's not a lot of rain. Obviously, not a lot of us get the rain, but there's still a pretty decent chance at that. There's 5 p.m. Let's go off into the evening. Should fade away just a bit, but still a rain chance. Head off toward Friday morning. We're starting off in the 40s and 50s. Chilly start once again tomorrow morning. And then Friday afternoon, not a great chance of rain, but it's still there. Remember, drizzle, sprinkles, we add that into the rain chances, okay? So we wouldn't call for a 0% chance of rain if you're going to have some drizzle. It's still going to be there. It's just not a lot, not heavy rain there on Friday, heading off to Friday night football. I see a couple of showers, but that's about it. For the most part, most of us stay dry during Friday night football. The good news here is I don't see any lightning during Friday night football as of right now. Weekend planner, 67 there on Saturday. We have some big events going on there for the weekend. Obviously, we talked about it earlier, Scare Fest. That's tomorrow through your weekend. They got the Sorghum Festival. out of Springfield. That's tomorrow through your weekend too. So there in Washington County, it looks like we're going to have some showers laying around there, especially Friday and Saturday. But Sunday looks much better, guys. We're at 70 degrees. I'd say the better chance of rain on Saturday is the morning hours. Afternoon hours, there's still a chance, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good of a chance. It looks like that rain starts to move northbound with that system. The system will finally get on out of here, but highs today in the 60s. You may need a sweater before you take off.
Not much of a high.
Next week looks great, though.
Yeah, it looks really good next week.
We're going to get there. Thank you. It is 5:48 now, and a woman in Dallas, Texas had less than a week to live and needed a liver transplant to survive. And then she got the miracle that she was hoping for.
Linda Duckworth was dying from a rare autoimmune disease and was in desperate need of a liver transplant. It turns out her neighbor, Terry Basil, was a perfect match. It's been 3 years since that transplant, and now Basil is being honored with the Good Neighbor Award, well deserved. Now, even though they live apart, they have a special connection that lasts forever.
She's my liver sister. I'll never forget it. She saved my life.
Basil is now in nursing school, trying to work in the liver donation transplant department at the same hospital where she saved Linda Duckworth's life. She was just less than a year of schooling left, so certainly a great place for her to work.
And what about that?
Yeah.
That's a great story.
That is
All right.
fantastic.
And quite a link they'll always have.
Yeah, organ donation is such a great thing.
It's important.
If you haven't signed up, think about it. Well, coming up, you'll get a look at the stories making news at this hour.
Going to check traffic again. We'll see how things are moving along in the fog in many cases this morning. Some health news and a lot more here on WKYT This Morning. Hey, good morning. Welcome back in WKYT This Morning. We're live on the air on your Thursday, rolling toward the weekend and October.
And we're hard at work, and I can't believe we're almost there. But let's take a look at some of the stories we're working on for you this morning.
Here's what's going on now. A Lexington police officer was injured during an overnight chase. It started when police were called to a home on Elm Tree Lane. That's where several people were fighting. When police got there, 2 people took off running, and police managed to catch one of the suspects, but not before an officer injured his arm in all of that. The officer has been taken to UK hospital for treatment.
A crash is under investigation in Lexington this morning. It happened on the outer loop of New Circle Road near Georgetown Street. Police say a car ran off the road and slammed into a utility pole. Firefighters say the driver was rushed to UK hospital with significant injuries. They also say one of 2 dogs in the car was killed during the crash. Authorities in South Carolina are trying to figure out what led a teenager to open fire at an elementary school in a rural town.
The teen first shot and killed his father on Wednesday before going to a small elementary school in Townville, where he shot a teacher and 2 6-year-old boys, one of whom is in critical condition right now. The suspect is now in police custody. The CEO of Wells Fargo testifies on Capitol Hill again today over the company's fake bank account scandal. The California treasurer suspended ties with the company yesterday for at least a year. The development comes after Wells Fargo employees illegally created up to 2 million bank and credit card accounts that customers never wanted. Mothers who deliver their babies by C-section are at an elevated risk for infection. Research in the New England Journal of Medicine finds that using erythromycin, the standard antibiotic regimen, cuts infection rates by 50%. The study says the extra dose also reduces hospital readmissions after a cesarean delivery.
Also in your health headlines this morning, the epidemic of childhood obesity has caused more children to suffer from high blood pressure. Now, researchers are finding those kids perform worse on cognitive tests. A study in the Journal of Pediatrics looked at children between 10 and 18 years old. Those with hypertension scored lower on memory tests, verbal skills, and processing speed. All right, let's get a check this hour on today's traffic trouble spots with Live Drive Traffic.
See what's going on with your travel times. Currently, everything is about normal as far as the rides in this morning. Just ease up a little bit when you hit the fog that will be in some areas as you travel. In southern Fayette County, it's extensive right now, not necessarily at the Clays Ferry Bridge, but for the most part between the Athens-Boonesboro exit and down toward the bridge this morning. And in some areas, we're getting the same reports.
Now let's take a look at the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government Live Drive Cam. We're looking at Harrodsburg Road and Corporate Drive. Things very clear this morning, but again, be aware, be cautious of that fog as you head on out.
And of course, it is early. We know things will be picking up here shortly. Let's check in with Micah for a look at the weather.
Yeah, because of that rain yesterday, that's where we're seeing some patchy fog here and there. If you get any clearing of the skies, that's what kind of helps out to get that fog developing. But in most locations, we have the clouds overhead. Eastern zone, southeastern zone, still dealing with some of that rain there in the mountains, so it's cool and foggy this morning. It's one of those days, I just don't know how you're going to warm up unless you are turning on your heater in your car or just staying inside, because once you get outside, 49 this morning, that's pretty chilly. And then we hit the afternoon at 66 for a high. You got to remember, typically we're in the mid 70s, so we're going to be far off from that. And it's going to be pretty chilly because you got the clouds overhead, you got the rain chance, temperatures like that, and some wind to go along with that. That's going to be kind of an ugly and not so much fun day. We'll just put it that way. 66 by the afternoon. If you are about to take off, have a great day. Watch out for that fog. It's very spotty. It's here and there, so heads up for that. Other than that, we're going to have another hour of WKYT News coming up at the top of the hour. Stick with us. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.